Hi friends, new and old. Welcome back to the channel. It's your FriendCHIP, and today we're going to take a look at Monster High's Wave 3 of Buried Secrets. These are popping out so fast, I can't believe it. But I am really excited for this set because this set does contain Lagoona, and I'm happy to see Twyla. I think Twyla's doll from this line is really creepy. These are the ballet or dance recital type of style for the dolls. I really enjoy that. I love the masquerade masks. So we have Clawdeen, Lagoona, Cleo, and Twyla. We have a mystery doll and 5 accessories. We've done these twice now. So this is the third time we're seeing this set come back. We know that it is slated for another wave in kind of like a sports theme. And I'm pretty excited for that one because Ghoulia is coming. I found these at my local Walmart, and these are popping up at Walmart. They're popping up at Target. Something to know about these is before we used to be able to kind of see what was going on down in here. We could kind of pull this little bit here and look down in here and see a symbol. Now we don't have a symbol on this top one, so we can't look for them that way. What we're doing is we're looking on the side here and just pushing down a little bit and looking to see what the side of the inside looks like. As long as we get 4 different looking sides here, we should have 4 different characters in these. So let's get started opening these and taking a look at each one. Alright, let's get started with this one. And this one I already have a little bit of a tear in the plastic here. If I can just get it to let me have it, I can start ripping the plastic off of this. There we are. So then this piece comes off, and this is what the coffin looks like this time. So it's like little ballet ribbons, and then we have the bows with the skulls, and we have some spider webs. So we should still see some designs here when we start opening these, but there's none on that top one anymore. Rude. So it looks like this one will be Lagoona. Interesting. I didn't think she'd be the first one we would open. No, maybe actually this is Clawdeen. Didn't that look like... So isn't this interesting? Look, this looks like it's shells and fins, but then look at the bottle. This bottle is definitely Clawdeen's bottle. So who's in this box? This one has ballet slippers with bubbles, so should be Lagoona, I would think. And there's the last image. Looks like a bow with tentacles. Well, let's find out. It is Lagoona. Wow, look at her. She's so pretty. I love how dark and bright the makeup is. I really love her color scheme. She's so cool. Wow, her legs are like full-on blue. Full-on blue. Alright, cool. Well, let me go ahead and get her out of the box so we can take a closer look at her. Okay, and I've got her out of the box, the coffin here, and here is the back of hers. So we've got pearls and her mask. Bubbles and curtains with this coral. There's the flowers, like a bouquet of flowers down there. So cute. On this side, we have Gil and Ghoulia, and we also have Neptuna down here. Really cool to see. This should be an indication of sort of what we're looking at next time around. So Ghoulia is definitely featured in that. I love the cherry top, and I really like the worm earrings. Really fun. I hope we see more Lagoona I'm really scared that they're just not going to do much of her anymore. I love her. Really cool. On the side, it says, ever since Lagoona Blue was a little minnow, she had dreamed of starring in a production of Kraken Lake. This side says, this sea monster's pre-show ritual, drinking a bottle of water in 2 seconds flat to make sure she's as hydrated as can be. Her bags look like this, so an advertisement for Kraken Lake with her in it. Really, really cool. I love these bags and I don't want to ruin them, so I think I'm going to open it from cutting the bottom of it, or maybe cutting the side of it. Probably this side. I don't want to ruin the design, but I also don't want to cut anything on the inside. So we're just going to see if we can't slice it this way and save the packaging. There we go. Looks like we have shoes. Yeah, this bag just had a pair of shoes in it. So they're like sneakers with tentacles coming up and the like bows or ribbons that tie around the ankle here with some pearls on the bottom. We have a bow and some more tentacles. So a pair of like ballet sneakers. Interesting choice. And here's the second bag. We can rip this one. And this has our bag, our mask, and I think a water bottle. Right, that one had a water bottle, so we have it in the sparkly pink. It's got a bow. Looks like coral around the bottom of it. And I think it's just wrapped in ribbons. So a little water bottle. Here is a pick for her hair. It has little seashells on it. And coral and tentacles, and I think it's a little pearl up here. Here's the bag, and the bag is really cool. It's this teal color, and it looks very plush. Like it has a lot of frills and pockets. The front has a bunch of starfish and tentacles and seashells. Nice, and it is hollow, so we could put stuff in it. I kind of feel like the water bottle might fit really nicely in here. And here is the mask. The mask is so cool. I love it, with the seashell and the coral and the pearls, the gills, the fins. So cool. And these are built like glasses, so they'll stay on really nice. I really like that about these. These are so cool. I love these masks. All right, and here's Lagoona. Oh my gosh, I think she looks so good. Look at her eye makeup. This really dark pink and blue. And then the little ribbon there on the cheeks. And that really dark lip with just a little bit of brightness on the bottom lip. I really love it. These little scales and freckles, so good. Her fins, and then she has little dangly bow earrings. Really pretty. I did put the pick in the back of her bun. So her hair is up in a bun, and then she has a little tank top style shirt with ribbons that go around up towards the front here. And then we have a little chest piece with tentacles and a bow. And then she's wearing shorts that have a coral type of pattern to them. There's some shells in there too. And then it's almost like little fins on the side out of this tulle that's black with glitter for her tutu. Really cool. Her legs are full on blue, but there are little textured scales on her legs around her fins. And then there are her shoes. And what's odd to me is that on the inside of the shoe, is where the bow is. I don't know if any ballerinas out there or dancers, like, do you put the bow on the inside of your shoe? I feel like it would be on the outside of your shoe. So that's odd about her shoes, but I think the shoes are pretty cool. And I think it's also kind of weird that they're like sneakers for dance practice or ballet. Let's put the mask on. All right, and here's her mask. Look at how cool that is. I love them in their masks. I think she's so pretty. So pretty. I really, really like this Lagoona. Love the masks. Oh my gosh, aren't these cool? I don't know. I kind of think these are like the best buried secrets so far. I really like this one. And the plastic off these sometimes is something else. There we go. Remove that. Alright, so this one looks like it's yellow on the side here. So I feel like it might be Cleo. Yeah. This one is Cleo. And Cleo does have the right bottle. I wonder if Clawdeen has Lagoona's bottle. There's her shoes. I'm kind of over like the opening several of these tabs to get into it. And there's her bow. There we go. And let's take the coffin lid off. That's stuck. And there is Cleo. I think Cleo is always just so stunning in G3. It's really the eyes and the skin tone and that bright blue hair. I really love her. Oh my gosh, she is really cool. Let me get her out of here and we'll take a closer look. All right, and here is Cleo's. So we have all of the curtains and her mask, the pyramid, the Sphinx. There's her bouquet of flowers down there. Over on this side, we have Tut and Frankie and Nephra. I'm so excited to get Nephra. And then her little getting ready area. On the side, it says, every year for centuries, this mummy has made sure to see a ballet performance of the immortal unlife of Cleopatra. And on this side, it says, stage fright affects even royalty. To calm her nerves before a show, Cleo de Nile runs a comb through her hair. All right, there is the coffin. And then here's what Cleo's bags look like. Immortal Dance. See her artwork right there. I snipped the sides so that we could easily get in here. It looks like this one is her shoes. Alright, so her shoes are also like a sneakery type of look. And they're all wrapped up. And we have the mummy wraps that go up the leg. And they are in this really bright blue, like the color of her hair. On the bottom, wrappings and a bow. So she's got some really cool boots. They're almost like a bluish purple in person. Here's the other bag. And this one's going to have her bag in it. So here's her rehearsal bag. Has a scarab on it and Looks like bricks for a pyramid and wrappings. There's a bow and a stitched on zipper. Really nice. Definitely holds the bottle well. Here is the pick for her hair. Really nice. Here is the water bottle. So we have the wrappings. Looks like a little scarab there. I love the metallic green of this. Really cool. I love her colors. She got good colors. And then here is her mask. This almost like Anubis style mask. I really love this. Little tassels hanging down. So stinking cool. The masks are my favorite part. Right, and here is Cleo. Look at her makeup. She's got blue up there on the top and gold. A little bit of blushing under her eye, and then the ribbon detailing. And then this really beautiful blue lip. She also has earrings that are pearls, or these look like little gems and a diamond that are holding on to the bows. She has tinsel in her hair right here in the front, and it does pull back into a bun. The bun is a little messy out of the box, but not too bad. It doesn't look really, really bad or anything. And then she does have a corsety type of chest piece here with a scarab bow and some gem detailing, a little like winged neck piece there. She does have a blue tank top. Actually, it looks like it's attached to the skirt for this one. So she's wearing a little skirt with this like fan and scarab type of pattern to it. And then her little black tulle with the glitter is only on the one side over here. And there she is in her shoes. I like her shoes a little bit better than Lagoona's, and I also like that her bows are on the outside, not the inside. She's really cool. Let's put the mask on. Alright, and there she is with the mask. I love these masks. They're so cool. And I also put the little pick in her hair. She's great. I really, really like her. She's so cool. The masks are really fun. I want to see more type of masquerade masks like this. Really cool. Alright, we've only got 2 left. So one is Twyla and one is Clawdeen. Let's go ahead and move this so we've got room for them. Set this one over here, and we'll open up this one. So let's slice it so we can get in here and see whether this is Twyla or Clawdeen. I'm kind of hoping that Clawdeen is the next one we open, and we've got Twyla for last, but you know, we'll find out. Alright, open these tabs, and this one was kind of purpley pink, so maybe this is Clawdeen. Yeah, Clawdeen's mask right there. So that means Twyla, the scariest one, is the last one. And look, it is Lagoona's bottle here. So Lagoona and Clawdeen got their bottles mixed up in the artwork. And her bow. And let's hope that she doesn't have scary hair or a scary face. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's get her out and take a closer look so we can really make sure she's alright. And here's the back of the coffin for Clawdeen. So we've got her wolf mask up there, lots of chains, the moon and the stars, the howling wolf on the rocks, a little path. There's her bouquet down here. And then on this side, we have Toralei and her brother Claude showing up. Really cool. And there is Crescent on this side, her little rehearsal area. Really cool. I'm excited for this like sports set. I think they're going to be really fun. There's that. Here are Clawdeen's bags. So Moonlit Dance, really pretty. We did not read the sides of this, so let's do that really quick. Clawdeen Wolf is beyond excited to dance a ballet solo for her favorite show, Moonlit Dance. This waltzing werewolf feels the most confident when she's prepared, so she always packs a duffel bag to bring to her dance recitals. Okay. And this bag has got to be the shoes. And hers are these sneakers with a half moon and a star. Almost like little chain links down here. This is probably meant to be some kind of fur texture. And then she does have these ribbons that go up to the top with a little bow. A couple other bows on there. You can see the bows on the front. Cute. On the bottom is a bow with a star. Here's the other bag. And this will have our mask and our duffel bag in it. So first up is the water bottle. It has constellations and little half moons all over it. And there's the bow on this side. She's got a gold star pick. And there's a little half moon on it. This is her duffel bag, and it also has that fur-like texture to it, a little bow there, a star on the side, and stars and constellation over here. Very like Sailor Moon feeling to me. Very cool. And here is Clawdeen's wolf mask. I really love it. The clouds with the moon and the gems and the little centerpiece, the actual fangs and the nose, constellations. It's really cool. I can't wait to check it out on her. All right, and here's Clawdeen. I actually really like her in person. I think the brightness to her hair is what throws me off. I really enjoy her a lot more with the dark brown than a lot of these like fantasy colors, but it is really pretty. I love the gold in her makeup, the little stars. I love the purple and gold in her eyes. She has really nice lips. Look at her nose. It just feels very pronounced in this one in particular. She does still have freckles, the tufts of hair on the sides of her face, and then she does have two different sets of earrings. So this one's just a little bow with a star in it, and this one is a bow with a star in it, and then it has like little constellation pieces hanging. She's got two different shades of purple, kind of this magenta and then this darker purple, and it does go back into these beautiful soft curls. So really nice and soft and great texture. I love playing with this type of hair. So wonderful. And they used a nice like hair fiber. I feel like that should be maybe saran because it just feels really nice. It doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel like murpy. There's a little piece here that's kind of, ooh, you see that? Ooh, I might have to cut that out. But it just feels really nice. She has a one shoulder top here, and I believe it is attached to the bottom piece. And then she has this gold chest piece with ribbons and stars and little dangly charms here. She has a skirt like Cleo, and on her skirt we've got bows and stars and moons. And then we have a little bit of this tulle that kind of goes off to the side here. They all have the same tulle, so that's really nice. It kind of makes them feel like they're part of the same set. And then I did put her shoes on so we could see what the shoes look like on. All of these feel like one leg is shorter than the other. Do you notice that when you're opening these, that one leg seems shorter than the other on these budgety type of dolls? And I always am like, what do I do with their arms? Because they're just so in an odd position. I just feel like there's one way to pose them and that's it. Because they just look goofy. I don't know. I think the static poses are kind of strange. I'm used to the actual articulation of these, but I really love them. They're so beautiful. I think it's a shame that they're so beautiful and they're on these budget bodies. Let's put the mask on and check that out. Okay, and I did put the mask on. I put the little pick in the back of her hair like the others are. I don't know if it looks kind of goofy there or whether it should be on the side or the back, but I just put it where the others were for now. And this mask is kind of funny. I don't know. She looks kind of goofy with like a wolf mask. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Woo! This one's really fun. It's just cool. I don't know. These are goofy, but I really love them. They make me smile. And there is Clawdeen. And the last one has to be Twyla, the creepiest one of the whole bunch. So let's get into this. Right, and on the side of this one, it's like a blue to help you kind of pick that out. Ta-da! The bunny mask. Oh my gosh. Thankfully, these are not really super difficult to figure it out. That makes it really nice, because I don't want it to be a problem to have to find these and have to get a whole bunch of doubles. There we go. And I think it'd be frustrating as a parent, too, to have to, like, keep buying these for your child and they get doubles. And then what are they going to do with the doubles? Especially if you don't have two kids that like the same thing, or they don't have a friend that they could trade with or something. It's just kind of like, ugh. All right, let's take the cover of it off and take a look at Twyla. Oh my gosh, isn't she stunning? I mean, Twyla really is so good every single time. She was so good in the Skulltimate Secrets we saw her last in. She was really great in her Fearbook doll. And I really, really freaking love this one. She's so pretty. So pretty. Let me get her out of the box because I want to take a closer look at this one. I'm super excited for this one. And for Twyla, here is the back of her box. We've got the bunny mask and spiders and cobwebs and a bookshelf. Little shadows and smoke. Her flowers. Over on this side, we see Manny and Lagoona. I would love to see a Manny doll. I would really love to see Manny made in a doll. That'd be so cool. I really like him. I think he's pretty cool. And I like his redesign. I think he's really cute. in G3. Alright, so the side says, whenever Twyla gets the pre-show jitters, she twirls her earrings 13 times for good luck. This Boogie Monster's favorite ballet performance is the critically acclaimed Duet of the Dust Bunnies. Could you imagine if we got Manny as one of the other dolls? That'd be crazy. His first doll ends up being a budget doll. It wouldn't happen. I highly doubt we'll ever see him as a doll, but it'd be super cool. And Twyla's bags have Twyla up here at the top, and two little bunny silhouettes, and then an hourglass, Duet of the Dust Bunnies. This one's got her shoes in it. And here's her shoes. So she's got cobwebs and buttons, a little trail of smoke or shadow going across it. Really cool. I love the buttons. And so we have the little bow there. And on the bottom, the bow and lace-up bow down here. So she's got some sneakers as well. I'm glad they all kind of belong in that sneaker realm, so they feel like they are intentional in the fact that they have sneakers, but it's still kind of weird. Like, where's the ballet shoes? And here's this bag. This is going to have our mask. Yes. And our duffel bag. Here's her duffel bag, and it's quite quilted. Little pouches and bows. So it feels like an old quilt or a piece of furniture. It has a keyhole there and two bunnies in some smoky shadows. Really cool. Her bottle is this blue, and it just has little like shadow tendrils swirling all over it, and then the bow with the keyhole. And here is her super creepy and super cool bunny mask. Look how cool this is. All the filigree and then that keyhole, and it's actually a hole in the mask, is wild. Absolutely wild. That's an actual hole. The two ears with the little bows on them, the little nose is so cute. I love the little side pieces here for the go around the ears. I think that's really cool. It's a really cool mask. I just think she looks creepy in it. It reminds me of there's some scary movie that I'm thinking of. What is the scary movie where the people wear a bunny mask? Where has the bunny mask become scary from? Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about? It just seems super creepy. Alright, and here's Twyla. I just love her. Look at her face. I love the purple blushing, this dark lip with a light lip underneath, the blue and the purple in her eyes, and then I really love the bows above her eye. I think that's so pretty. I like the side glance that we get with it, the little buttons in her eyes, and her hair is pulled back on the sides here in the blue, and then it goes around the back to a little tie here, and then it's pulled up in here. This wasn't fully up in here, so I just tucked it up in. So if yours isn't like fully up in there, it's fine. We can tuck it right up into the bun, and it'll be fine. There's the little bun in the back. Really, really cool. She does have little bow earrings. So she has her little dangly bow earrings. And she has a little tank top with black ribbon straps, and then she's got this bow with an hourglass in the center, and her skirt has little bows and almost like lace, cobwebby type of feel behind it, and then she's got the frills on each side, kind of like Lagoona. She does have the like smoky shadow type of detailing on her legs. It's in this little bow pattern, which I really love. I think that's super unique. I just kind of miss her transition in her legs, and I kind of miss that her hands aren't a little bit darker. But it is a darker purple than her arm, so there is a difference there. And then We do have a little smoke on her arms. Can you see that? If I can get it to like focus and have light. There we go. So she's got the little like crisscrossy and then the ribbon right there. Super cool. I love her. I think she's so pretty. So pretty. I hate to put the mask on her because she's so pretty, but I know the mask is going to be really cool. And then there's her and the shoes. So let's put the mask on. All right, and there is the bunny mask on. And I also put the pick back in here so that she's wearing that like the others. Isn't she kind of creepy? I don't know. I just feel like the bunny mask is really creepy. Ooh, I don't know. She's kind of creepy in her mask. I think she's way more pretty without the mask. That's for sure. But they're so cool. Look at her. She's just staring at you. She's staring you down in her mask. Ooh, I don't know. Most dolls, like, it really doesn't bother me. I'm totally fine. I'm not going to worry about it, like, sitting on the shelf or anything, staring at me like some people have problems with. Never has bothered me before. And I grew up with, you know, scary doll movies like Chucky and Puppet Master and stuff. So it's not like an odd concept for me, but it's just never been a scary concept for me. There we go. Get on there. Oh my gosh. There we go. There. Now she's holding her bag. But this doll is kind of creepy, and I don't know how much I'll want her to be, like, standing there staring in my direction. So I think it's a really successful one because she does have that creep factor, and they're monsters, and I love that about them. That's what makes them such really interesting dolls to me, that they're so off the wall from the regular girls' fashion toy. And there's a look at all 4 of the Wave 3 Monster High Buried Secrets dolls. These are like dance performance, ballet recital, ballet recital rehearsal, something along that line anyway. I think they're all super cool. I think Twyla's probably my favorite because she's super creepy and I think she's beautiful. Lagoona is another one. I would say Lagoona and Twyla are the stars of this set. Then I really say that Cleo and then Clawdeen. Clawdeen kind of falls flat for me. I think it's just so much of that one particular color. Like, it's all of her outfit and then it's her hair color too. I guess you could kind of say something similar with Cleo, but I feel like there's this variation in the color. It's not all that same blue in her hair, but it's a lot of the same purple that's in the hair for Clawdeen. So she just kind of feels like she's swallowed up in magenta. But I really like this line. I think this is probably my favorite Buried Secrets line. I'm super excited to see the next line because Ghoulia makes her return and she is my favorite Monster High character. Love her so much. What do you think? Are you interested in getting these Buried Secrets dolls, or is this a pass for you because of the budget bodies? Do you buy these and put their heads on articulated bodies? That would be really interesting. The only problem I have with that is we're going to lose some of the detailing, like in her legs and in her arms in particular, if we did that. Otherwise, I don't see that as a bad thing. I think that'd be really fun to see these on a fully articulated body. Who's your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you give the video a like if you enjoyed hanging out today. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss the next thing we're opening for Monster High. It is Fangtober and Halloween is quickly approaching, and we have a couple other Monster High videos we want to get out. And if we aren't friends yet, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and stick around. I'd love to see you in the comments in the next video, as well as this one if you're watching. Alright, I'll see you next time. Happy spooky season, happy Fangtober, and happy Halloween. Bye!